Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti Mantra. Welcome everyone. We are asking the Divine Mother, the Mother of the Universe, the Jagat Janani, to hold our hand and take us across. Who's that us from unreal to real? Who's that us? We think this is this body, this is that me. But what is it actually talking about from unreal to real? What is thinking that which is real and which is unreal? It is our mind. And from darkness of ignorance to wisdom of light. What is thinking and has to travel from darkness to light? It is our mind. Just think, this mind is the one which we do not know how to control. Now what has happened, our suffering, our strife, our struggles, our financial constraints, or financial liberty. Have you ever thought a guy who got lots of money, lots of food to buy, but got a poor digestion system, he can't eat. And then you find somebody has got tremendous hunger, like a cormorant. Cormorant can keep on eating fish. And he has no money to buy food. You have a family, a king, a rich baron, baroness, a rich business tycoon, lots of money. But nobody with him to enjoy that. He's alone. And there you go. There is not so well-to-do, very simple, low middle class, husband and wife, and crores of children. They don't have enough food to eat, enough things to live. What is this? This is the opposite side of the coin, and because your mind, your body does not listen to you. What does this mean? Your body, your mind does not listen to you. My body, my mind must listen to me. And generally we think that me, is that my mind? Is that my body? Is that my intelligence? Is that my memory? Is that my ego? I am. And this is what it means by Asato Ma Satgamaya, Shanti Mantra, awakening mantra. Take us from unreal to real. What is real? Real is where your mind listens to you. Your body listens to you. Your mind and body. And this is the journey that you and I are doing. To learn how to control that mind and the body. That mind and the body is like a wild elephant, a wild horse. Runs like a wind, but nobody controls. Runs at his own whims and fancies. Yours and my body and mind is like that. And here to there and there to here. And anybody with the slightest of the can take charge of it and turn the key and make you get upset. Anybody. Somebody on the road or somebody, one of your friend, who's your colleague, suddenly tells you, you're the most wonderful person on this earth I've ever met in my life. There goes, your mind is soaring now. and feeling beautiful. 2023 to 2024. And have you realized, if somebody just looked down upon you, made you little get upset, how down you feel? Keep on thinking the whole day. You may have lost your temper or cool and gave it to somebody. Da, 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 da. But that other person is feeling bad, certainly. But just think, you yourself, have you realized when you get upset and angry, whole day, night, you're thinking, this is what I said, and this is what she said, or he said, and this is what I said, and just going on and on and on and on like jalebi. Your mind and your body is not listening to you. Not listen to you. And who is this you? You are that compassionate one, the consciousness, which is you. Which is what this Mandakya Upanishad is talking about. Which is what Ashtavakra Samhita is talking about. Remember, this is chapter 14, chapter 15 and verse 4. Natvam deho nati deho bhokta karta nava bhavan. You are not your body. Not the body belongs to you. Who is it you then? You is that compassionate one. Bhokta karta. We are enjoying that body. That bhokta, enjoyer. Karta, I am the doer. There is a beautiful statement which Paramahansa Ramakrishna Vivekananda's Guru. Yesterday was the Holy Mother's birthday. The holy consort of Ramakrishna Paramahansa Vivekananda's Guru Ma. She used to say very simple, do not find anybody's fault. Just one line. Don't find others' fault. In Bengali she used to say, Onner dosh dekhbe na. Don't see others' fault, my child. So, bhokta karta nava bhavan. Neither are you an enjoyer nor are you the doer. Then it goes on to next line, it says, Chit Druposhi, your consciousness is you. Sada Sakshi, it's the witness. You are witnessing me, meaning you are observing me with your five senses. But how? Have you ever reflected? We keep talking about it, but remember to keep it in your heart and mind all the time. Chit Druposhi, you are consciousness powering your mind is powering your brain, and your brain is powering your senses. Eye, ear, nose, throat, touch and smell. That five senses are outwards. Go to the world and grab the world. What beautiful flower, what beautiful looking woman, a wonderful baby, a what handsome guy, what mountain, what scenery. Grabs the world and brings it to you. Chidruposhi Sada Sakshi. It's always ever present. Even in your deep sleep, it's present. And of course in your Jagrat, awakened state. Right now, this is Mandakya Upanishad. I'm making it very simple for you. Mandakya Upanishad is telling us that awakened state, Jagrat, that dream sleep state. How are you seeing things? How are you in dream? You're dreaming. Because of that Sada Sakshi Chidruposi, it awakens, enlightens, gives the power for you to dream, power for you to see things, touch things, smell things, eat things, enjoy things, do things, love things, learn things. Sada Sakshi, Nirupeksha Sukham Chara. Be detached. From what? From that bhokta karta. That natvam dehu nate deha. Being your body, being your mind. Here the body includes the mind he's talking about. Mind includes memory, ego, intellect, and feelings. One person can so easily just tighten your screw a little bit just by saying something. Reminds me of a beautiful story. Father and mother living in a little town. Son, they sacrificed their life, brought him up, made him study. He earned a lot of degrees and now got a beautiful job abroad and sending good money every month to father and mother, and they're living very happily. Neighbors, not so lucky, are jealous of this man and the woman. One man comes one day, just out of jealousy, just out of small-mindedness, comes and says, "Your son, I just came to know." Says, "What?" "Is dead." Can you imagine? There goes their happiness and joy. Somebody came and pressed the button, you start jumping. And howling, crying, everything. Son is not dead. But those days, there were no email or telephone or wire or something, immediately ring up. "Oh, Mohan, how are you?" You can't do that. You couldn't. They have to wait till one postcard or inland comes. It used to take 60 days from America to India to come those days. I've been through that time. Really, 60 days, 2 months, one letter inland or home, and those 2 foreign letters used to be very expensive. Those days used to be. Another man, enjoying, son is actually dead. Again, living abroad, same time, and he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know that his son is dead. He's pretty happy. So notice that little mind, little data information can make you jump, and there goes your happiness. Just think, 2024 is purged to just take us across and have a glorious time by knowing how to control your mind. All right, okay. So how do I control my body and the mind? Very simple. How do you control the wild elephant, the wild horse? Training. Avoid bad company. Training means specific time, every day morning, every day evening. Sit still. What happens if I sit still? Just try. Give me 6 days. I'll show it to you. You'll be so different. Totally different. Just think. You're standing on a little motorbike. Nice, lovely bike. Imagine a huge motorbike. You don't know how to ride a bike. You know a little bit of balancing from old cycling, but you never ridden a bike. Or maybe you know a little bit, we don't know how to ride this powerful bike. And suddenly the bike comes off its stand. Somehow falls off its stand and it starts rolling forward. Imagine the panic now, fear. Fear has started. And if the bike rolls faster, fear becomes panicky or screaming. And if it rolls even faster, utter catastrophe, isn't it? But think, if you knew how to control that bike and ride that bike, it's fun. After all, motorbikes were created to take you across rapidly and faster than bicycles or running or walking. The faster it goes, the better it is, provided you know how to ride. Unfortunately, you and I don't know how to control that mind, and we don't want to practice it. We don't want to do it. We want it to happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. We are being taken by our conditioning of the mind. It is the brave-hearted who has come to this world to change the world around them. By changing, by giving to the world this data, information, they change the world around them, make people happy, joyful, peaceful, their own parents, their partners, their children, their society, their colleagues, and also they themselves. Because those know how to control their mind and the body. All right, how to control the mind and the body? There's a beautiful story goes with it. Swami Vivekananda talks about it. There is a king whose minister somehow did something, tried to, and fell out of king's honor. King disliked him so much, he punished him. And that minister was taken on a top tower. No ladder, nothing, no staircase to go up, no door. He was taken right up to the top and put there, and then nothing can reach him, nothing can go. The minister is frightened, alone, locked up in that little room, top tall tower. Now he had a very wise wife. Wife comes at night and comes and calls out her husband. And husband leaned forward. Wife said, "Tell me, how can I help you? I want to help you." So the minister tells his wife, "You go and bring tomorrow little honey, one beetle. Beetle, you know the bug, beetle bug. You see the beetle card, no? Design of the beetle bug. One thin but strong string made of silk string, strong. One roll of wire. One strong twine, same length as the wire, same length as the string. And then one stout rope, same length. And this length should be higher than this." The wife was surprised and amazed. Now what is it for? Anyway, good wife listened to husband. Next day evening she came up. Said, "Now what do I do?" So minister said, "Take the beetle, put a little honey on its little tendril." You know, they have a tendril. Put it on the tendril in the tip. So it will be smelling it. And tie that thin, fine, strong silk thread around its body. And leave the string below. One end should be with you. And now you put the beetle up, pointing towards my window. Now the beetle started smelling the wine, and it was to the honey. It wants to eat the honey. So it starts going forward slowly, 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 slowly. Beetle is going up and up and up and up. And this thin string, strong string of the silk goes up and up and up. And then it reaches the window. He takes the beetle, releases it from the string. The beetle, he sets it free. And now he tells, "You tie at the end that stout wire, thin wire, not very heavy." Now he pulls the wire up. And there's at the end of the wire, tied the stout string. He tells the string. And at the end of the string, when she pulls it up, he said, "Tie that stout rope." And now the rope comes up to the minister. He ties it around the window and now escapes through the window. You know what this story means? That beetle and the honey is your desire to escape from this prison. The honey are the stories, that the things that you listen, Shravanam, Maranam, Vedanta, stories from ancient masters. And that string, silk string, is your breath. Learn to control the breath. That breath is tied, that string, silk string, is tied to the wire. The wire are your thoughts. And now pull the wire up to the stout rope, which is not stout string, not the rope at the end. String is the one you learn how to control through the thoughts, your mind. And then it calls up the thick rope, adequate to take the heavy body and the mind. And through the rope now escape from the body and the mind. Your body and the mind will listen to you. Chitruposhi Sada Sakshi. Beautiful story to tell you how to escape from this. You need to know how to control your mind. That controlling of the mind is the journey through which you're supposed to control the thoughts, thoughts to the mind, mind to go ahead called pranayam, prana, and controlling the prana to control the breath, and which controls the happiness, joy and the bliss. You tell me, do you know of one person who just 24 hours, one full day, only one full day, during this day, who's never faced one disturbing thought, one sadness, one anger, one upsetting incident, who has not experienced any? Even the babies, little wet in the pant, said, ah! Even the babies are controlled by their comforts and discomforts. And you and I too. Just think, if you are suffering from disabilities, sickness, disease, lack of money, bad relationship, fighting going on, we can understand that. But if you're suffering from your ability, hey, your brain has taken millions of years to develop, and you're suffering from that brain and that mind because your brain, your mind, your body is not listening to you. Whereas this Chitruposhi Sada Sakshi is always ready to plant that beautiful message to your mind and control the mind and the body. Just think, if you have a choice of being blissful or miserable, being miserable or blissful, which one would you choose? Obviously blissful, isn't it? But just think, it is your choice, but you are just not ready to utilize it. And 2024 is poised, pregnant, not to party, not to dance like a, of course go ahead and dance and have fun, but not for that, for the brave-hearted. Have you noticed we make New Year resolutions, but the resolutions are all on about what I want. I, that ego. A little bit for also my husband, my wife, my mother, my father, my children, because we are good people. After all, we are good people, aren't we? But little bit. Eventually also, my child, my wife, my husband, why? My parent, why? Because I'll feel happy. So one guy, he tells, he's working in a rich company, earns lots of money. And one day, conversationally, he says to a yogi, to a monk he was talking, he said, you know what? I don't work for money. I just work because I love working. So the yogi said, all right, you work for fun, but I'll not give you any pay. Okay? Are you ready with that? You just work because work's sake, no? You work for fun's sake, for the same people, same company, but no pay. no money. Will you do that? He said, no, 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 no. I work to give that money to my parent, my family, my wife, my husband, my children. So the yogi says, the monk says, all right, I'll give you people to give, but I will decide, not you. Not your parent, not your wife or husband, not your children. He said, no, I want to give it to my people. No? Have you realized how conditioned we are in earning that money? It is just to gain happiness from those people. So, when at night you go to sleep, just think, 2 minutes. Just think. What? You know why this thought came to me? The other day, one of my very young friend, only 65, 66 years of age, and he went to sleep. He was very hale and hearty. Had a little heart operation long time back, almost 30 years back. He's living good life. He went to sleep and didn't wake up. Next morning when I got the news, I was so surprised. This is how absolutely you cannot count on that body and the mind, but you can count on you. That you is Sada Sakshi, it's always present, it's your consciousness. I will give you a trick just now to how to utilize that. Now, I got this message. Before you go to sleep, just for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just think with your eyes closed. What if I don't wake up tomorrow morning? You will notice suddenly your eyes will fly open. And you will think, oh, I must, actually sincerely, if it is so, tomorrow I'm not going to wake up, then I must go and say bye-bye to so-and-so, I must say so-and-so something. I don't want to create alarm, but I will do something so that they feel happy when I wake up tomorrow. When I don't wake up tomorrow. I should not part with. You know, there is this girl and a boy in Vienna during the Second World War time. The German, they had, you all have Sound of Music? You've seen that movie, you know? In Sound of Music, exactly the same scene goes on, and Vienna only. And these Jews, they were tortured by the German. And in one of the villages, the Germans raid, and they raid and break open the door, rich family, but they kill the husband and the wife and take the young boy and the girl out, because they used to take them to brainwash them and make them good German. They used to do that. Concentration camp. They take them and they go to the railway station, train is yet to come, and boys and girls crying, to suddenly they start playing, forget about everything else, and the boy took off his shoes, playing little stones like a football. Cold, very cold. Then the train comes, and it's not a passenger train, it's a, you know, luggage train. Mal Gadi. They load up everybody. In this loading up, the girl was snatched away and put with the girls, and the boy was snatched away and put with the boys. They were separated. And before that separation, that girl was asking the boy, where's your shoe? Now what happened in this melee? He was taken off his shoes and he was playing, no? And it is very cold. And if you don't have shoes, you're going to lose your foot. You will get frostbite. The sister got so angry, she slapped him, she boxed his ear, turned his ear, and said, enough of misery, and you are creating this misery for me. Actually, she loved him so much, she didn't want to see him suffering. But she didn't know how to express it. And they got separated, put into different, And eventually independence came, end of Second World War, the girl got released. By then she was quite young, and she could never trace her brother back. Never found. She went off to America, and there she grew up to be a great psychoanalyst, psychologist, became very famous, very rich lady, but she never found her brother. And she keeps saying, being an analyst, I keep remembering always, what are those last things I told my brother? I could never forget them. I was so painful and hurtful. So don't create hurt for anyone. Don't find fault with anyone. So at night before going to sleep, just think for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. What if I don't wake up tomorrow morning? What would I like to do today? Think of it maybe 1 hour before you go to sleep. So, this beautiful message is for you and I to take it up. We will expand on it. Did you all listen to that the video film written? I got the messages. Through this mind and the body, a poem got written. I didn't write it, okay? Through me it got written. Yes, this hand and the mind and the brain wrote it, but that's not me. I'm something else, no? But I watched it later and I was amazed. I was saying, wow, they're really nice. I kept on listening to it again and again. Listen to it. Send me your reflection. Jai Guru. Meet you on Sunday.